Responsibility. How I have long feared that word. It carries only one promise: more work. When I was young, I couldn't understand why my room needed tending. My mother called it my responsibility. So I left it in disorder, thinking little of it. And even when I did clean, order never lasted. And my teacher. I thought of him as someone who liked to assign endless tasks. He said it was our duty to finish them on time. I longed instead to play ball, to wander the orchards in search of ripening fruit. Why couldn't he understand? Then, I imagined that rank would ease my burdens. Surely life would lighten when I became a pasha. But things did not turn out as I had envisioned. The Sultan commands, and I obey. Yet he does not toil under the blazing sun. Did he understand what I have to go through? Why could I not entrust my deputy? The Sultan said it was my responsibility. But why couldn't this responsibility be shared? Like so many, I dreaded exertion, feared reproach, and hoped others might carry my weight. Responsibility, a constant burden, labor multiplied, freedom diminished. Yet experience teaches where theory fails. A long time ago, I borrowed a wooden flute from my friend Selim. He trusted me with it for the recital. I treated it the way I treated my own possessions. I left it among piles of clothes, abandoned it on a chair, dropped it behind the wardrobe. I tried to practice, but my attention wandered. Drawing, climbing, chasing a ball. And then the flute vanished. My mother dropped everything to search for it. Selim, bewildered at my lack of responsibility, reminded himself never to entrust me with anything of his again. In my carelessness, I had betrayed both trust and duty. And needless to say, the recital also did not go well. Since that episode, I believed I had learned my lesson and committed to my schoolwork the moment I returned home. The teacher had said it was our responsibility. It was one I vowed to carry out fully. Math, writing, history, endless tasks. I worked swiftly, finishing pages in minutes, yet errors persisted. Sentences faltered, sums went awry. I completed the tasks, yes, but I did not fulfill them. Responsibility is not mere completion. It is commitment to quality, to intention, to result. Then came the time when I found myself on the receiving end of irresponsibility. I recalled the day I delegated the training orders to my deputy. During inspection, a massive cannonball had vanished. The soldiers theorized wildly. Pigeons had rolled it away. The cat had taken it to play. Our enemies had stolen it in the middle of the night. I might have rebuked my deputy, but I understood. Responsibility demands accountability, not excuses. We found it at last in the kitchen, where it had been used to crush pistachios for baklava. The young soldiers erupted in laughter, thinking nothing of it. But I knew that in war, that single cannonball might have decided victory or defeat. I told them, responsibility is no laughing matter. If we cannot act responsibly in peacetime, how can we expect to perform our duties in battle? Being responsible helps ensure that small lapses do not grow into catastrophes. In my case, even though the task had been delegated, the weight remained mine. At this ripe old age, I have realized, responsibility is not just how I act towards others, it is how I act towards myself. One owes oneself constancy of action, fidelity of word, and the courage to bear the consequences of one's choices. If I cannot rely on myself, who else can I expect to? So, my friends, do not shrink from responsibility. Do not flee from it. Embrace it. Carry it deliberately, and carry it well. Within that weight resides strength, trust, and the measure of who we truly are. Responsibility is armor forged from experience, heavy at first, but essential in every march, every battle, every life.